Namaskar. I welcome you all for this Nalanda Nritya Mahavidyalaya's WebShaala. We have heard of WebShaala, Pathashala, and now in this modern era, a new system of going closer to the people, educating them, entertaining them, and exchanging the beautiful views and the distance between the you, Rasika, and we, artist, coming closer. What it started in my life as a hobby, it became my professional career. Soon as I finished my matriculation, I was enrolled for this beautiful college of dance. And that is where I met my mentor, Dr. Srimati Kanakriya. My learning process started not knowing what I'm learning, not even knew how the Carnatic music sounds like. But then, the only goal for me was getting the degree, since it was attached to the University of Mumbai. And then, no looking back. Every hour came as a surprise. Learning new things, learning the language, learning the music, learning the theoretical aspects, combining the Shastras and the Sampradaya. And then, gradually, me in the Bharatanatyam section, being the only male dancer, the entire credit goes to Dr. Srimati Kanakriya for creating the repertoire for the male presentation. Now let me go back and tell you what this nature is. How do we see this nature? It is perfectly balanced. Purush and Prakriti, sun and moon, ocean and river, clouds and lightning, tree and creeper. There is a masculine force as well as the most delicate, feminine, gentle force, both balancing the creation of God. And thus, dance has both the aspects. Tandava, which is not the dance of destruction, but the dance of a masculine force, grace, charm, and vigor. In the same way, Lasya is more delicate, more gentle, more charming. If you see a man and a woman, there is a difference in their mannerism, in their approach, in their behaviors. But if you underline the emotions, they are the same. The way they execute differs. And thus, we call Buddha Karunamurti, and we call Shakti, Devi, the personification of power, strength, Thus, we have to understand the nature, and philosophically, when we analyze that all the Atmas are Nayika, and thus it is this Nayika longing for the union with the Supreme Lord, Paramatma. We pray to God that, O Lord, you are my Nayika and I am your Nayika. So, physical body is not that important. It is the Atma ultimately merges with Paramatma. And in dance, exactly what we do philosophically. And we pray the Lord. And thus, probably we say it is Bhakti Sringara. Sringara is not the mundane Sringara that you dress up. You look so beautiful, you look so handsome, and you pray the God. But the Sringara is the peak. You reach at the height of your devotion, and you reach at the feet of Lord. As my learning process started, then the question arose, what items should I learn? And I had the opportunity to learn both as Nayika and as Nayak. Because she said that if you learn only your items, only the items which is suitable for a male, then it's fine as far as you are performing it. But what if you have to make the career in earning aspects also? Because in the performances, we are not sure how much are you going to earn and how you are going to live, earning your livelihood. But then, you must learn the items because you will have more girl students than the male learning from you. Thus, I was taught the Varnam, Padams, Javalis. As far as the Abhinaya were concerned, those were the items. Nritya, of course, was common. Jatiswaram, Alaripu, Tilana. But the concept, when it was taught to me, completely changed. I was taught how a male should have a stance, how he should walk forward, backward, because this is the technique also as far as a male presentation is concerned. How to look, how much to look, how much I should move my neck, and how my glances should be. In the same stance, same movements, same walk, same glances, changed when I have to do it from the female point of view. It was a very interesting process. And for me, the whole complete repertoire over these years were given one after the other, one after the other. It was a challenging for me to accept and understand. First, when it came to Varnam, I was taught the Varnam, or the regular Varnam these girls were learning. But then, the very first Varnam which I learned was Swaminandan. And here, the entire presentation of this Varnam of Papanasam Shivan changed for me. I was taught to perform this Varnam as a great devotee of Lord Shiva. Beautiful episodes were chosen for me. One was, of course, Nandana, a Harijan, who was not allowed to enter the premises of the temple. And there, he requests, Lord, that what sin I have done, what is the papam that I have done, can I not enter this temple? And then, futile is my worship to you, O Lord, let me request this Nandi. And he does so. And ultimately Nandi moves and he gets the vision of Lord. This of course came as a part of the story. But the entire story was retold when I had to do Nalanda Nritya, Varugunam and Pavi Pade. Those were the time where I learned this item as an item. But most recently, when I again taught this item by my mentor, she said, what is this Nandi represents? And that Nandi is not the stone Nandi that you have been seeing it. It's not that Lord that Nandi is covering his image and you cannot see. Look within. Lord is in you. But you have ignorance of a higher order. And that is the reason you cannot see Nandi and you cannot see Shiva. So that ignorance which is there in the form of Nandi has to move away from you. And that is where you will get the vision that Lord resides in your heart. You don't need the temple. You don't need anything. Look at the nature, and at every creation of the nature you will find God. That is what is the darshan. That is what you have to see the God in every creation. And that ignorance of your Nandi has to go, has to vanish. This of course took ages, it took years, but again it is the bond and the relationship that you have with your master, with your teacher. I am fortunate that even today my learning process is on. Such were the beautiful items. Then very beautiful piece was taught to me, Krishna Nivekanivara, a very famous Dasapada. Here also my entire presentation was changed. I was taught as a devotee, praying the God, and all of a sudden he sees little child playing around you. And he plays. He does all the upcharas like Vastram, Gandham, Pushpam, Abharanam, Naivedhyam. Because you give butter, you give him Vastra, you give him ornaments. And then you say that to your mother, Tai ke bai, to your mother you have shown the entire universe. You are not a baby Krishna. You are Lord. You are Lord to me. Oh Krishna, come to me. Come to me. And he tries to catch the child. And he bangs his head against the pillar. And that is where he realizes that it was only the glimpse. It was only a glimpse that the child came in the form of little Krishna, played with you, and he went away. What a beautiful thought. What a beautiful way of presenting the same item. As I said, repertoire was created for me. Yaro Ivar Yaro. First time when Rama sees Sita from the balcony. She's standing there at the balcony. And Rama looks at her and says, who is this beautiful lady? Why am I so attracted? And he, being a Purushottama, he sees the reflection of Sita in the pond there. Not looking her directly, looking at the pond, he says moonlight face. And her body is like a dummy, which I can see. What a reflection. And the leaf falls into the pond and the vision gets distracted. He cannot see. Again, a very beautiful way of rendering it, the psyche. Then I was taught Ashtarasas of Rama. And when it came to Karuna, again, how a man should cry, how he should control his emotions, and he, being the eldest son of the Raghuvamsha, how he must maintain his poise and dignity. But yet, after all, he is Purushottam and not the God. And how he feels that at that time when father left the body, he is not there. He was not there. That has been revealed by Bharata when Bharata approaches him and asks for the Paduka. So, very, very beautifully systematized understanding the character in so many aspects of that. Rama being Purushottam, how being present. And then Rama also differs in the sense when it is Valmiki's Ramayana, when you do, he is human, he is superhuman. But when you present Rama from the Tulsi's point of view, he is no more a Purushottama, he himself is God. He is God. And thus, for Tulsi, he is Lord Rama. But for Valmiki, he is Purushottama, the Uttama among the men. These are all very, very minute points, the way that we must understand. But then again, you need a right teacher to put those elements in you, and you grow with that. It remains so fresh even today. These are all the notes in the encyclopedia that you carry when you perform. All, whether you perform the Shringara, Hasya, Karuna, Raudra, Veera, all the rasas has its own dignity, and to perform in due way as Nayika, as Nayaka. I was taught even Ashtanayikas because I had to teach to my girl students. So the grace and the feminine charm also I should know, and simultaneously the vigor, the Tandava aspects, not the dance of destruction, but the style suitable for a man. And there, on one side I had Ashtanayika, on the other side I was taught Ashtanayika by her. Dhira Lalita, Dhira Uddhata, Dhiroddata, Dhira Prashanta, Lalita, Dakshina, Shatar. So many of them, 8 parallel Nayakas and 8 Nayikas. Beautiful Varnams, one after the other that I learned. And when Javli was taught to me, Jarigachira, again written by one of the staff members those days, Sarojama. It's a beautiful piece Guru Soundarajan ji had, and of course Kanak Ben sitting with him was taught the nuances to me, that how I should present. Those were the sessions, I should say. It was churning, churning, and the butter that I was enjoying was, I cannot put it in words to explain you all. every bit, every item, everything that I was doing was taught to me. How I should wear my costume, how much makeup that I should do, what will suit me, and what even the forehead tilakas. Today it has become a fashion of putting anything on your forehead. But that doesn't mean, because this is the place where it creates the energy. So it is either the Tripundam was put or the Urdhva was put. If not, it was only the Vibhuti and Kumkumam, representing the masculine power, Shiva, in the form of Vibhuti, and Shakti, the red in color. So those were the marks, those were the tilakas on the forehead. I was allowed to put no other things, and literally take Vibhuti, literally take Kumkumam, literally take Chandana. So it was a form of a devotion. The color of the costumes were very pastel shades. What a man will wear, you should wear. Ornaments, minimal. And this silent learning of mine, today when I'm looking back, I really wonder, some of the pictures are 40 years back has been clicked, and even they look so fresh today. How much thought process has gone in those pictures? Your appearance, your music sense, the knowledge. You can take it, you can adopt the music, but again it has to be Indian music, Indian combination, Indian rhythm. Shiva has played mridangam, Vishnu has played flute, Brahma has played talam, Saraswati has played veena. What a grandeur as far as the instruments are concerned. And Devas have performed in the Swargaloka land. So why not we make the Devaloka here in this Bhumi Loka? Art was never taught to me in the form of entertainment. I was told always that whatever you perform, you have to uplift your audience. I will say rasikas. You don't have to come down to their level. You have to lift them up. Lift them up to your level and tell them this is what our art is. It is not the medium of entertainment, but education. Education. The curtain that what we have on our Rangamancha is the symbol of ignorance. The dancer performs on the higher platform and not the amphitheatre where the performers are down and the audience is sitting up. Always the level of the artist is higher than the viewers. And this, when the curtain of the ignorance moves, you are the Sutradhara. And you lift your audience to the world which they have not seen. You make them feel, oh, Rama must have behaved like this. Oh, Krishna must have behaved like this. Oh, Radha must have done like this. The Shringara of a high order. Supremely, I should say, devotional, beautiful. Because even the lyrics what you were taking was written by a saint poet, not the mundane writer. And that's the power in that language, or that words, Shabda Brahma, which was resounding and creating the beautiful vibrations among the people who comes to see your performances. We must understand the lyrics and dhwani behind the lyrics. Then only you can perform it well. Coming to the lyrics, you should not ever have that, forget it, who knows it. Don't cheat yourself. You must understand the lyrics, whatever the language it is, whether it is Sanskrit, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, you must know. Even Gujarati to that extent. Any language, because dance has the power of translating the literal language into the language of dance. Thus, Shabdartha, Shabda Artha, you must understand first. Then Vakyartha, the sentences that you should understand. Then Padartha, why this pada is written in this fashion, in this way. There may be certain padas which we call it in our dance language, Nindastuti. The word says something, but the poet has some dhvani and says, no, I have written it like that. But you have to read it this way. In one of the Nindastuti, whereby the poet has written that, what do you think of yourself, O Shiva? I worship you. And why you are so arrogant? Why can't you give me darshana? What do you think? And then he criticizes him, saying that you don't have even a proper place to stand, standing with one foot, and you are smiling, thinking that you are too great. You don't even have a proper dress to wear. You don't even have a chandan to apply, this bhasma. And as an abhushanam, abharanam, you have all snakes. You didn't even get a full moon to adore, to make your jata mukata so great. You have a crescent moon. What kind of a god you are? The word says so, but then the grandeur of that lyrics are that, oh Lord, you are dancing, the dancing fit, that you are dancing, that rhythm. The day you stop dancing, the world will come to an end. Rhythm is the source of life. Thus, oh my Lord, I worship you. Moon is a symbol of prosperity. And thus he says, oh Lord, I know why you are wearing a crescent moon, because from there it flourishes. Had it been a full moon, it declines. So my Lord, please forgive me for saying this. The Bhasmam constantly tells you that this is the end of your mortal body. So please be aware. Be aware of what you are doing. It's a short-lived life. And don't create pap, sins. And thus he applies. The Sarpam constantly keeps telling you the power, the coil energy, Kundalini. And that is why he is yogi. He is Mahakala. All these important aspects of Shiva, you have to study. And that is why it is Padartha. And once you know the Shabdartha, Vakyartha, Padartha, and then comes Bhavartha. Without this proper status, you can never understand. Never ever perform. So the dancer's task is not to entertain, but have a very serious approach, taking them towards the ultimate goal, moksha. Far-fetched are those words in the modern society that it will sound, but that is the reality. And thus, I am really, really fortunate to understand the dance in totality, in all aspects, music-wise, philosophical analysis, presenting them. And it is not one layer, layers after layers, after layers after layers. More and more you go deep into this ocean of art, you realize that what you have collected are few pearls. You have to be very, very fortunate to get the knowledge at the right time, right teacher, and right approach. This is ongoing. And as I was talking about the male perspective, I was taught to present with masculine charm and grace. Different items, number of items on Krishna, on Rama, on Shiva. And not only that, even the secular aspects of what we have in these modern days, that not always gods, but as a human being. And there are so many philosophical subjects today that we can do. The Sufi songs are so beautiful. Kabir, to that extent, says so many beautiful aspects. Why can't we do those things? माटी कहे कुम्हार से तू क्या रोंदे मोहे, एक दिन ऐसा आवेगा मैं रोंदूंगी तो। चलती चक्की देख कर दिया कबीरा रोए, दो पाटन के बीच में साबुत बचा न कोई. The दो पाटन, the two grinding stones, are the stones of sukha and dukkha. And the human beings are crushed into these two-fold aspects of sukha and dukkha. There is nothing beyond that. Such are the beautiful poetries the saints and the saint poets have said. In Marathi there are so many beautiful abhangas, so many things that we find in the literature. And thus, it is all that we have, the unity of all different arts, painting, sculpture, music, dance, literature. We must study. We must study in great details, understand the soul of that poetry, soul of that literature. If you are seeing the murti, then you should see the lakshanas of the murti. If there is a painting, then you must see a beautiful lines. And thus, it says in our own Nalanda Nritya Mahavidyalayas, emblem Vinatu Nritya Shastrena Chitra Sutram Sudurvidam. Rishi Markandeya, and King Vajra has the conversation. When king wanted to learn the art of painting, so Rishi Markandeya says, learn the art of dancing first, then you can understand the lines in the paintings in its right sense, the Shastra. And thus, Natya Shastra, which Bharata has written, it has everything. And thus it says, Natat Jnanam, Natat Shilpam, Nasa Vadhya, Nasa Kala, Nasa Yogo, Natat Karmam, Natya Sminta, Natashyati. I thank you once again for joining me in this modern WebShaala, sharing the knowledge, enjoying the knowledge, and I hope that in future you will connect us in every lectures, every demonstrations that we come and give it to you all. Thank you so much.